Hey, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? We want to welcome you to our show. Tonight is Tuesday, July 18th. July 18th. As a matter of fact, it's a really important day. And we'll let you know about it later. Why this day, the exact day, actually. I didn't even tell Leo it's the exact day, but it's a really big deal. So we have a wonderful show planned for you as per usual. And Leo, hit the highlights. Hi, everybody. We're so happy you're here. My name's Maria. Welcome to What's the Story with Maria. Our first in, as usual. I don't know how she does it. It's kind of mystical and magical. And it is Dee from Dee's Enlightened Edits. That's our friend Danielle. She was a spiritual medium. She's incredible. I'm not just saying that. She is incredible. We'll talk about Danielle as we go, but she's done so many things. She's an amazing healer, card reader, spiritual medium. She does spirit animal reading. She does quantum sessions. That's what I had. I had the quantum session, life-changing. I got a bunch for a bunch of friends of mine and family members, and life-changing. I cannot say enough. So Leo has her website there, DAMCL, damseldesigns.com. And you go to her website. It's very easy to navigate, actually. I find that there's a lot of stuff. So you kind of have to just go around and see what appeals to you and just let it wash over you. But anyway, okay. Annette Zito. Oh my God. Annette Zito, one of my favorite chefs in all of New York and the world. Annette Zito is the most amazing chef. Annette, I like that thing you posted this week about what's your favorite memory of me, because I have so many good memories of Annette. And she was on the show and she created, because Annette creates amazing dishes, a chili named after me, the Maria Gent chili. And it was so good. It was with Italian sausage. Delicious. I never forgot about that chili in that. Then Rena Crignali Berge, my cousin from Massachusetts, who I love to pieces, has joined us. She says hello and happy Tuesday. Ed Kutu from Blade Salon. There's Leo, your biggest fan, Rena. Ed Kutu from Blade Salon. Blade Salon is in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. If you need to get your hair did, go see Eddie and his lovely crew of creatives. Johnny Tomorrow is here.
Hot stuff, Mr. December.
Mr. December, but I will say he just had a birthday. He has the same birthday as Emily McNamara and John Bronston.
Oh,
Three of my
really? Oh,
favorite
wow.
people, which was last Tuesday. Three of my favorite people. So happy birthday, Johnny Tomorrow.
I actually just saw Johnny, kinda.
Yeah?
Last night on
Where?
New Jersey Live.
Oh my God.
He was chatting it in, and I had to do some clarification because Jerry Mastrolia was on, and he thought I was doing all the good gigs and everything, putting up the information and stuff. But I had to join in because it was the master himself, Mr. Chris DePiero.
Chris DePiero, who's the first guy that told us we should be using StreamYard, by the way. We did it wasn't our show. It was just a voting, trying to get the vote out show that Chris initiated, and he used the StreamYard, and we were like, what's that? It's so cool.
But he was also 6 years ago
the first guest ever on What's the Story with Maria. He was our number one guest. Yeah,
there he is.
So scared.
Look at how cute you guys are.
I know, we're like little babies. I was so nervous, and then Susie Davis, who's an amazing friend and actress and really funny person. Lori Towers has joined us. Happy anniversary, you lovely people. Yes. So if you don't know, now you know. Today exactly, July 18th of 2017. Was it 2017? Yes. Was our first show ever, and that was with Chris DePiero and Susie. I just ran it on Facebook Live. I didn't have any StreamYard or anything. And Chris just came over and helped me. I didn't know what to do or how to do it, but we flew by the seat of our pants. And the number one show, our first show was done.
And look at you now.
Look at me now. Well, then COVID happened, so we couldn't have people in the studio because it used to be that I'd have to have people in the studio. COVID happened, and Leo was always typing things in. And then Chris did a StreamYard show. And we were like, we should use StreamYard. So then we got StreamYard, and we've been using it ever since. It's been wonderful.
It saved us through the pandemic. And look at all the stuff. In 6 years, look at all the things that have come together.
Oh, my God. So who is this little hottie in the
that
ocean?
Basket with that sauce in it?
Yeah, in the basket with the sauce. Justin Gregory Lopez, my friend and sidekick on Friday nights at Brandy's Piano Bar. He is my coworker. He is one of the most, thank you, Gene Simpson Dunn says happy anniversary. He is one of the most amazing singers you'll ever hear in your life. He was he at the Kennedy Center? Where the hell was he? Yeah, he's sung at the Kennedy Center. He was somewhere in, I want to say, Seattle this weekend. He flew out to do some concert. He's pretty amazing. And his wife, Isabel, is really incredible as well. And she's right now doing Dear Evan Hansen on tour.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Waving through the window.
That's right. So she's really incredible. There's a lot of those teams, husband and wife teams. As a matter of fact, our guest that's going to be on our show tonight, our love, David Foley Jr., he is so busy, and his beautiful wife, and he, funny enough, they grew up in the same town. I'm sorry, the wind is blowing, it's driving me crazy. Yeah, but they met doing a show, I'm pretty sure. And then she's an amazing dancer. And they have a little boy, Davey Jr., who's amazing. But Lori Towers has popped on, so thank you, Lori.
Hi, Lori. Lori, I need your email address, please. Send it to me in your message. I got to send you something. Love notes. Don't tell John.
He's going to know. Oh, my God, look who's here. Speaking of David and Carrie
there we go.
Lynn,
I found it.
David and Carrie Lynn, Mr. and Mrs. September in our calendar, in our Nothing But the Apron calendar. That's their wedding anniversary.
They are the Fit Foleys.
The Fit Foleys. Look how cute
they
are. Look at their hot little bods.
Maria, your sauce looks so good against the blue.
It does. I don't think anybody's looking at the sauce, though. I think they're looking at Dave and Carrie Lynn.
Well, I'm trying to distract my eyes because he's a married man.
I know. Look how beautiful they are. I love them. They're my friends. And they're so wonderful. So
they're great. They're so sweet. They're so nice.
And they're both so talented. So talking about married couples that also are both talented and both, like John and Lori, they work together a lot. And Justin and his wife, Justin Gregory Lopez and his wife, Isabel, also have done many shows together and concerts and things like that. So, that's a whole other challenge when you work with your significant other. D, what does D say? Love you guys. And the 16th is my YouTube anniversary. More synchronicity. Cheers to more years of success and happiness. Same to you, D. Last night I was on the A train going down to Stonewall, and I'm just flipping through. But you don't get good reception in the subway, as you know, Leo.
Yeah.
But I'm flipping through, and who do I see is live? Our little buddy D. And so,
that's right.
Danielle, do you do that show at the same time every week, or is it just different times? Type that in, because what I do is I just follow Danielle on Instagram, so that when her show goes on YouTube or anything, I get it. Just like you guys could do for this show. You can get a message. What do? You subscribe, right? Whatever it is, you want a notification. So when Danielle's show goes live, it pops up. And she does a lot of, it's called Chat and Channel. So like little meditations. And the only problem, it's not a problem. I can't listen to it while I drive, because I literally I'm like so zoned in to meditate that I can't drive. So I have to listen to it when I'm home. But I
think
love
Spirit would recommend that you listen to it while you're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. There was another book I have on audio that I'm listening to right now. And it's the same thing. Was she was doing a particular meditation, this woman, and she says, do not drive while you're doing this. Sit down, because it's a writing exercise. But it was still like, I just love this stuff. So if you want to listen to Dee, check her out on Instagram. There's a podcast every weekend. What did she say? There is a podcast every weekend here on YouTube and audio streaming. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Live is usually different times. Okay. But just to have a notification, that's what I do. And then I always know.
And so you can go to her website and her links are there. But if you're on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, at D's Enlightened Edits.
Right. I can't recommend it enough. It's completely life-changing. And she's
a
so
life
smart.
changer and a good friend now.
Yeah, and a very good friend to both of us, and we love her. And I've just learned so much, and I like sharing it with my friends. Barbara Brutus has joined us. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Hello, Maria Gentili and Leo. Hi, my love.
Hi.
We're so glad to see you. Jean, how are you? I was talking about you today to my friend Emily Bruton Schilling, because she is going to start volunteering. She lives in Philadelphia. She's going to start volunteering at an animal rescue shelter. I know. How great is that going to be? And she said, I'm kind of worried that I'm going to want to take them all home. I said, you have to talk to Jean Simpson-Dunn, because she is a kitty mama and fosters many cats, as our friend Susan Sawyer as well from Stoneham. So we're going to have tonight, who's our guest tonight? The amazing David Foley Jr. He's going to come on around 9:20. Now, yeah, there he is. How cute is he? He is one of the most talented people I've ever known, but equally as hardworking. So I work with him at Brandy's, right? He also has worked at Stonewall. I think now he's not working. He's not working either place right now because he's doing, but I'll wait till he's popped on. Alana Diaz, the best in the best. I agree, Alana. Thank you for saying that.
Thanks.
He is one of my favorite coworkers to work with when we work at Brandy's, because we are both Massachusetts kids, so we have that in common. We often wear our Massachusetts shirts. And he and I have a very similar work ethic. I don't know if it's a Massachusetts thing, but it's kind of like a go, 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 go. And we go, we just keep going, and then we clean, and then we get everything done. While he's singing, I'm stocking. While I'm singing, he's stocking. It's just like a machine. He is just, there's nobody better to work with than David Foley Jr. So
it's great when you have, especially when you're in the food service or that kind of customer service, and you have a good partner that knows how to clean. And my best fruit fly, who now lives in Missouri, we did Baker Square for many years together through college, and they would send the rookies to us for training to go in the back room with Chelsea and Leo, and they would learn.
Yeah, but that's the way to do it. You know, you can't. The thing with anybody that's ever worked in a bar or restaurant, you cannot zone out. You cannot check out. What you
got time to lean. You got time to clean.
But here's the best why I like it, because my brain is so kind of ADD. What I love about restaurant work and bar work is that you're needed. Here's what we need. You do it. Ticket comes up. You do it. So there's not a lot of room to like space out, go in the kitchen, leave. What did I come in here for? There's not a lot of time for that. If I have too much time on my hands, I just space out. It's just like when I played softball. I could never play in the outfield. I would totally space out. I'd start daydreaming. I needed to be in the game, either pitching or catching, because then I was in every play.
Oh, see, I was the best Nat Swatter in the outfield ever when it came to baseball.
My God.
But I didn't play very long, but I did get the Bunt King title when I was like in AAA.
Oh, wow. And your
Gave me time to run for space.
Your dad was a coach, right?
My dad was the commissioner for the baseball league for like so many years.
Oh my God.
So many years. That's why after that year, I started scorekeeping, because hey, I can make $5 a game.
Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. So Alana says, yay, David Foley Jr. Yes, Alana and Miles, I believe, are at Stonewall tonight making tasty and creative cocktails and serving them to the masses. So there's piano bar going on upstairs at Stonewall. Last night, on Mondays, we don't really have piano bar. We have, we used to, but now we've switched to events. Last night we had Muse Mondays, which is amazing. I'm actually going to have some of those girls on one of those nights. It's burlesque, and it's the most amazing female empowerment burlesque you can imagine.
Maria, do you get a little? Do we have a little bustier for you? A little for those nights?
No, we don't. But I will tell you something which you won't believe. when I was doing Tony and Tina's wedding, of course I had to wear a dress 7 shows a week.
Corset? Did you have to wear it?
Yes, I had to wear a bustier underneath. And we used to walk around like that with our fishnets or in the dressing rooms because we had to. It was a very different life than I have now.
Oh yeah, when we were young,
You just do anything. You don't even care. You just walk around half naked all the time.
and we could.
Because we could. That's what it is. Because we could. Now I don't even want to go to the beach.
Keto when I was back then. Oh, keto what? Huh?
Keto. What? Talking about? We ate everything we wanted to.
Sun's out, guns out. What?
Right, and you just went out and you partied all night. Although once I was in New York, I wasn't partying anymore. I made Chauncey laugh so hard last night. Lynn says that dressing room. She knows she was in that dressing room. Wasn't that dressing room crazy, Lynn? It was crazy. And then I had this. Everybody has a party trick, right? My party trick was that I could lift people. I was really strong. My upper body was really strong, so I would lift guys. I would kind of fireman carry them and then spin them around. It was like a total. Lenny's probably laughing right now.
Naked people everywhere, she says.
Everywhere. And these were big guys. That was my party trick. But and in my bustier and my fishnets. I mean, it was crazy. We had and 30 people to a dressing room. One dressing room.
My goodness.
There was no shame. I couldn't do it now, though. I couldn't do it now. So anyway, speaking of dressing rooms, Dave will be popping on any minute.
Whenever he's ready, I'm ready for him. I'm looking back here. Hey, can I show you a little bit of what we've been doing
at
Camp ID?
Yes,
so I've
please.
been telling everybody that I've been doing commercials, and you guys saw a donut commercial.
Well, can we remind people that don't know, Leo works with children, and he's running a summer camp now, and he does amazing work, and they're doing a video class, right?
Yeah, video club. Yep. We have our age range is between 5 to 14, which is a wide age range for a daily. So I've had to come up with some things for the older kids, and everyone's now digital and stuff. So I thought, well, let's take it and learn how to do some creating. So we've been doing some ads. So during Foodie Week I made a deal with the restaurants that gave us field trips. First one was donuts, and then we have a chocolate maker here. He's not a chocolatier. His wife is a chocolatier, but they do dark chocolate, natural. You don't say Nestle's. You don't walk in with a Snickers to this shop. This is chocolate, and you should have seen the faces when the kids tasted the 100% chocolate. It was because it was just no sugar, just all chocolate.
Right.
They had a good tasting. But anyway, the deal was that we would, in this video class, come up with commercials for these businesses that have allowed us and shown us what to do. So here is our El Buen Cacao. Kid conceived, shot, and edited. They roast the beans. They break it down.
Wow.
And it's good chocolate, let me tell you.
Oh, I believe it. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Do they pick the music too?
Yep, they picked the music. I taught them about making sure that they had something that was copyright free or something that's applied so they won't get any trouble with anybody else.
Oh my God, you know who's just popped? First of all, that was amazing. I'm blown away by that commercial. And so the kids chose the music. They chose the frames. You taught them how to piece it together.
Mm-hmm.
That's really impressive.
They sat in front of the computer and they edited, and I would give them notes on, okay, this is missing, or, what does the customer want to see?
Even the shot that pulls out?
Yep. Some of those they were shooting, I was shooting on my camera, and they were watching, and so we'd interchange. So
listen, speaking of kids, one of our friends has popped on, Sally Hunter Filburn. Now, why is she special? Not just because she's my friend, but
because she's awake this late at night.
Yes, and she's in London. She's in England. So I think they're in Yorkshire, but she is the mother of my favorite student, Magnus, who, as you know, is the great artist that drew that beautiful picture that he sent me from England. They are going to be on our show. I want to say, I think it's the 8th of August. I have to look at my book. but I had them pick a date. It's going to be, because it had to be when Magnus is out of school, right? Because they're 5 hours ahead. So right now it is like 2:21 in the morning where Sally is. Sally is an amazing creative. She is a painter. She knits. She is a sculptor. She does everything. And Magnus has her gene for creative. Although I think Magnus's dad is also very creative. And Magnus's grandmother is one of my dear, dear friends, Catherine England Johnson. So she's going to pop on as well. So in a couple weeks, I'm going to say it's 2 weeks from tonight, I'm going to have the Phil Burns on.
I'm going to have to like study up on my Downton Abbey, upstairs, downstairs, all that. Just
mother, son, and grandmother, and they are all creative, amazing people. I just got up to say hi. Aww. Well, we are sending love across the pond to you, Sally, and we'll talk before our show airs. But that is going to be something. Jean, especially Jean Simpson, because her husband is from England. They were in our video. They were in our
This is My America.
This is My America video. And just let me know if David pops in. I don't want to talk too long.
Oh, I'm waiting for him. I will let him know.
In. But so our This Is My America video, which you can find on YouTube. You do have to type in my name because there's a few videos called This Is My America, of course. But if you just type in This Is My America, go to YouTube and type in Maria Gentili or Wiltie and Hall. We both wrote it. Or I think Leo, or because we all worked on it. The video will pop up. And Gene Simpson is in it. So many people are.
And you can also go to mariagentili.com. It comes up right when you're on the website.
Oh yeah, that's true. They can. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so Sally's going to be on in a couple weeks. She does the most amazing work. I'll have her send pictures and we'll be talking to them live maybe. And Magnus is super talented. I actually taught Magnus. I met Magnus on Zoom because his grandmother, when I was teaching online during COVID, I created a class called Express Yourself. And people from all over the country and also across the pond signed up. It was great. We had kids from all over just talking to each other about creative stuff. And then they would present things. They would present every week something they had worked on.
That's amazing.
Yeah. 1 week we worked on just signatures. I showed different popular signatures from around the world, like John Hancock, Walt Disney, different people that had, and then they worked on their own signature.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because right now, we were talking about this last night with Chauncey. Signature is not something that kids do much because they're mostly typing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not, cursive is not like when we were kids. Leo, did you have to learn cursive?
Oh, yeah, we had to learn cursive. And you came up at the same time. I missed it maybe by a year.
I'm older than you.
I missed it by a year of get that letter correct with the nuns because we both went to Catholic school.
we had that thing that they put up on the board that we had to follow. But
and I'm a left-hander.
Did they try to make you a righty?
I'm trying to think. I think during first and second grade there was probably some discussion of it.
Yeah.
But in third grade, it was like 19 what? We were in 1980s then, so 80, 81. So I think by that time it was like
yes,
let the child alone.
Danielle, you beat it right. She beat me to it. When I was I was born in 62. So by the time I was in like learning cursive, it was like 70, 69, 70, 71. And I got to tell you, when I think about this as an educator now, it infuriates me actually. They used to take these kids and say they would smack them on the hand, not to use their left hand, which is ridiculous. Like a lot of my friends, including Judy, is left-handed. And they would make them write with their right hand, which made me so mad. And then they used to call it, Danielle just wrote it, the devil's hand.
Dweep, dweep,
the left hand
dweep,
was the
dweep,
what?
dweep,
Oh my God,
dweep,
he's in.
dweep.
Emergency, everybody to get from the street.
Emergency.
Oh my God. There he is. You're wearing green. I love it. I wore my green too. Look, I am. I know. Look at my green Boston shirt because of you. All right. So listen, first of all, I love you to pieces.
Oh, I love you, Maria. I'm so happy to be here.
I miss you
Happy
so
6th
much.
anniversary.
Thank you, honey. I miss you, but I'm so happy that you're doing all the great things you're doing. Let's start, and I know you got to go when you got to go. So I don't.
No, we're good. We're good. We got time, so don't sweat.
Beautiful. Okay. So David, I've told them that you work with me at Brandy's. They know about we showed the fit Foleys. We showed you and Carrie Lynn and your
That
gorgeous
calendar.
Yes, that calendar. But now tell everybody what you're doing right now, what the show you worked on, and that tell us about what's happening.
Sure. So I'm out in the parking lot outside the recording studio that I've been at all day today. We are recording. I just finished doing this beautiful new show called Oz, a new musical about L. Frank Baum, who wrote The Wizard of Oz and all the sequels to that book. And today we're lucky enough to be recording the cast album. So
oh my God, I have chills.
all day today. We're in our 8th hour now, and we'll come back tomorrow morning and do another 8 hours. And it is I'm just having the time of my life. It's been such a great day.
David, I got to tell
stuff.
you something. I mean, I get chills that you're talking about it, but that picture, Leo, if there's any way you can show that picture where you are looking out as Frank, looking out and either with Dorothy or by yourself, and it's that green kind of screen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, where's the back of you? And you can see that so he was the creator of The Wizard of Oz, right?
Sure, yes.
And so think about how it changed the world.
Oh yeah, and especially like if you do come across that picture, like it's him in the forefront, and then the wizard is in the background, and it's like like a big part of what Frank was going through is this imposter syndrome, and like really he invented the symbol for that. Like
there it is,
the man
that's
behind
the
the curtain, that the fraudulent wizard who is pulling the wool over everybody's eyes, and he kind of thought of himself that way. And so there's this great scene where he's going back and forth with this voice of the wizard in his head, and it's a great moment. It's cool.
Oh my God, this is great. So this is David Foley Jr., our friend, the world premiere, and this is from a thrilling and magical experience, and that's from Broadway World. Broadway World said that. And right now you're in Florida, right? You're in Tampa?
Yeah, I'm down in Tampa. It's funny. I thought I'd step outside and get some fresh air, and it's not fresh. It's very, very hot.
It's hot here, honey. It's like literally it was 90 yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So I can imagine. Now you're done with the show, right?
Show's over. Yep.
Show's over. And you are doing this cast recording. So what are we going to be able to hear the cast recording?
That's the hope. It'll be on Spotify and all that stuff pretty soon. So I'll let you know as soon as it drops.
Oh my God.
iTunes and all that stuff. So they're real. I hope the show has a life beyond Florida, and they want it to. So
I hope so too.
Forward
I can't see how it wouldn't, because it's such a it's such a popular theme.
Yeah.
I want to know his story.
Sure, right?
Right? Oh, by the way, Chauncey says, hi, guys. Hi, David.
Hey, Chauncey.
Chauncey, we talk about you all the
Chauncey.
time. He misses you too very, very much. So David is my friend. We met in New York, but we're both from Massachusetts, so we're very proud of that. And now you are doing something brand new. I remember you telling me I'm going to go off to do the Oz show, and then I have to fly back for a callback. It's all you said to me. I didn't know what the callback was, but apparently you got it.
I did. I got it. They made the announcement last week, so I can say that officially. I'll be doing Tom Keeney in the Funny Girl National Tour.
Oh my God! So more chills. More chills.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's really exciting. I mean, he's the Irishest of the Irish, and they tell me so much.
Are you going to use your brogue?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
So he's the stage manager, right?
No, he owned the first theater, like the vaudeville theater that Fanny worked in. He's the one who tells her, if a girl's in pretty, like a Miss Atlantic City, she's never gonna work. And he was clearly very wrong.
I love it. Oh my God, there you are. That's fantastic. Now Gene, you're gonna die. Listen, I am beyond, because my friend Gene and I, we go way back, 40 years we've been friends. And we're both huge fans of Melissa Manchester's.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. She is one of my songwriting idols. And Gene, guess who is playing Fanny Bryce's mom? Melissa Manchester.
We're going to be best buds.
Oh, my God. You have to tell her. You have to tell her I just love her to pieces, and I follow her on Facebook. And songwriting idol. I used to play her albums on repeat. I love her. I love all the stuff she does. But anyway, David, now do you have your itinerary yet?
Loose itinerary. We don't know everything yet. I'll know that more in a couple of weeks, but we're going to start in Providence. We'll take the show in Providence. so nice and close to home for you and me.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Yeah, I have a lot of family who lives just an hour away from there in Worcester, so that'll be great. And then we jump up to like Michigan. We're gonna play Detroit. We're gonna play East Lansing, and then it bops around all over. We're gonna be back here in Florida for a couple of months.
Okay.
So we'll kind of be all over the place. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can see the.
Okay, good. So you'll be at some places for a while.
There'll be some sit downs. Yep, I know we'll be in San Fran for a month.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of it's a lot of 1 weekers.
Yeah.
But that's okay too. Those are
Are you
fun
in,
to get
are
into.
you in Boston at all, honey?
I don't see it on the list right now.
Okay,
I mean, that doesn't mean things couldn't change. I don't know.
Right.
And they may not have released all that information yet. They haven't told me.
So,
I hope so.
so we have friends in the Midwest, but you're definitely going to be out there.
A lot of time in the Midwest.
Vegas is 4 hours away from me, and Costa Mesa is about 2 hours away from me.
Oh yeah,
my
great.
God. You'll have to go check it out.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go take David out for lunch. Come on, I gotta see him.
Oh, you got it. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, that'll be great. So when do you start rehearsals, honey?
August 7th.
August 7th. Wow. Are you
in
going
New York. So we'll be in
New York? Oh, good. Good. All right. So I'll get to see you, I hope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. And you'll see me. You'll see me around Brandy's and
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't wait. I said it before you came on. You're the hardest working coworker I have. I don't care what the rest of them think. I love them all. I love them to pieces. But you and I are like a machine.
we hustle. We just hustle.
Have that Massachusetts hustle.
That's right. And you know what? We have fun and we make the money and it's great.
Yes, it is great. Well, we
Our
miss
face
you
off.
very much.
Oh, I miss you guys too so much.
But I'm so happy for you. This is wonderful.
It's exciting. It's exciting stuff.
So now, like when you played Frank, did you have any revelations? Like, was it another level of acting, or because you were most of the show was you, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is an ensemble show. There are 5 of us who are just working the whole time. But I mean, it's about him. It's his story. And I got there to at a point where it's like you put on that coat and you're him. And you just
I could
settle
see
into
it.
his skin for a couple of hours. And it's a beautiful the way they framed his story is so beautiful and so moving.
Wow.
It's really they did such a nice job. And a lot of the time I'm using exact quotes that Frank either said in interviews or wrote into his books, and they're just so beautiful and poignant and still apply today. And it's
that picture gives me chills. That one.
Oh, that one. That's
now,
the big
now,
moment. At the end of the
David,
film.
I'm curious about the story. Of course, was there a character that he wrote that was closest to him? Was it the wizard or was it one of the others?
So the wizard was definitely a part of him. I think, I think he puts himself into a lot of those characters. One interesting thing I found out, he was a big feminist. He was big. He really wanted to get not only the right to vote for women, but he wanted them in office too.
Really?
And,
nice.
his books were eventually banned for for portraying women in leadership roles.
And
you don't even think about it, but like he wrote books with a girl protagonist, and in a world run by women. Glinda and Ozma, who's in the other books, but it's really, he was very forward thinking, and it's cool to see that in his characters. Yeah.
Wow. And Danielle, our friend who's a spiritual medium, said he was a very mystical man. One of his coaches made it to the film, a film set of Oz in 1939. And he was, I see him as mystical. David, before you went off to do it, I remember you started growing that mustache.
Oh,
right?
yeah. It's gone now.
Yeah, I know. You don't normally have a mustache. So
No.
you were growing this mustache, and I was like, David, that looks cool. What's going on? You were like, I have to grow this mustache. But when I actually saw it in the show, like when there were pictures of, wow.
It works, right?
It really works. It really works. So I'm hoping that with Funny Girl that you get to some of the theaters that are friends, because I noticed my friend Belle Parker, she's in Wisconsin.
Great. Okay.
She's a very much a theater person. And so maybe out there, Jean Simpson Dunn, she runs a theater in Illinois. So there's lots of theater people that come onto the show. And, is there a website for the tour?
Yeah, I think Leo just had it up. Is it
okay.
Is it funnygirlbway.com? Is that right? Maybe we'll have our own tour website at some point. But
yeah, but we'll just keep putting it on our. If anybody's wondering, we will post it once we have it. We'll post it on our show page. That way you can follow where David is. And because we have a lot of people from across the country and
Oh,
they
I
can
see a
go and
lot of
see
you.
you. Now, I love it. I just saw Funny Girl on Broadway.
Oh, you did with Leah
Yeah,
Michelle.
yeah, I just saw it. And you know, I my favorite person was the tap dancer guy, the
Oh,
choreographer.
Eddie, what a wow.
Eddie, right. Oh my God, he was amazing.
Yeah, yeah, those numbers were pretty incredible. I don't remember them. You know, I hadn't seen Funny Girl in a long time before I
Yeah.
saw this one, and I didn't remember those moments in the old version. And you know, this one sort of got tweaked a little bit. Harvey Fierstein kind of rewrote the script.
Oh,
You know,
did he? I
yeah,
didn't know that.
he kind of tooled with it a little bit to streamline it, I guess, for the stage.
Okay.
So I don't know if that stuff was in the book, but wow, he was incredible, huh?
Yeah, he was my favorite one in the whole show.
Great.
He just had a certain energy that was delightful. I wanted to follow him everywhere. I
Yeah.
wanted to go where he went. So that'll be great. Leo has put up it's Funny Girl on Broadway.com/tour. So
Oh, great.
if you do that, you can find where David is, and we'll also put it on our What's the Story with Maria page so you can follow where David is and go see him. And I would suggest getting tickets early because these shows sell out.
They do. And this
You
one
should.
for sure will. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So you start rehearsing. And do you have to do any dancing in this, David?
Nope, I didn't even have a dance call.
Oh, thank God. I would have, because that's tough.
Funny, like you go to see the show because if you know you're gonna be, up for something, you go to watch that track and see what he does. And it's funny because there are some dance numbers where they stick him in and everybody else is dancing around him and he's just tapping his toes.
Right. That
So
used
that's
to
all
be
I'll be-
me in shows. They'd put me in the back line and be like, just do this.
Well,
Whatever
I'm
it
not
was.
a dancer. I am
Me
not.
neither. I know. That's okay. You don't have to be, honey. Now, let's remind people. You have some time? I don't want to keep
Oh,
you.
yeah. No, we're good.
Okay. So I wanted to tell everybody about this, but I didn't get a chance because we were talking about other things. But David has done lots of. Oh, there's the Fit Foleys.
Oh, I thought you said we were reminding him of that. That's what I thought you were going to remind him of.
Leo, you just want to show that. But
Okay.
I love it. I love it. The Fit Foleys.
That's me and my wife, Carrie. Shout out
Yes.
to watching
Hey,
right.
Carrie.
Is she watching?
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, I hope so. I love it. I love Carrie. She is so intense. She's no joke.
She is.
I love Carrie. And I love your son. Little Davy is so amazing. Are they going to get to go any of these places with you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're sort of, this isn't our first tour. We've done, we're used to tour life and
Yeah.
we're road warriors. So, Davy's been I think he's been to 41 states or 42 states at this point.
Wow. Oh, there's Carrie Lynn. Yes, love you, Maria. Love you, baby. We love Carrie Lynn. So, yeah, because when I first met you, Dave, you told me all these great stories about going with your wife and your little guy. He was a little guy.
All over the country.
Amazing.
Yep. So every time he's not in school, they'll be out, and I'll be getting home, as often as I can, which will be hopefully every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So you make it work. You just do.
Yeah, absolutely. With that show life, and Carrie understands. She's a dancer. She gets it.
Of course.
And Davey's one of the coolest kids I've ever met.
Yeah, he really is.
And he's got a beautiful voice as well.
He does. He's got a beautiful voice.
Unbelievable.
Cool talent shows this year. He's great.
He's great, and he gets it. He loves shows.
Yeah,
he loves to go to shows, so he gets it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's wonderful. And now let's refresh everybody's memories. Shows that you've done.
Sure.
So I'll let you list them because I can list them, but I'd rather you list them and tell us the shows that you did and the roles that you played because it's a big deal, folks. Get ready, write this shit down.
Yeah. But, the big one that I always say is I did Phantom forever. I was in Phantom for almost 6 years on the road, which is how we racked up those 42 cities for Davey, and almost 50 for me. But I've done other tours too. I did the Shrek First National. I was a standby for Shrek on that. Thank you for listing my resume. There you go. You can all read it.
Leo is amazing.
I've been around, but it's always fun to get back.
And Les Mis, right? Did you do Les Mis?
I did Les Mis regionally. I played Valjean. Yep.
One of my favorite things when Dave works at Brandy's is he's behind the bar and he and the piano player will just go into that duet.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
That's
From
my favorite on a busy night when
me too.
you just start doing that and just people are just like, what the heck is going
It
on?
blows everyone away because there's this guy back there. You know, he's like serving drinks and doing 1,000 things and ringing in the register, and all of a sudden he turns around and he's singing from Les Mis, and it's amazing. And people are like, and then people take out their phones and they're like filming. It's like amazing. That's one of my favorite things.
I mean, there's nothing like Brandy's on a weekend.
No, there isn't. But we miss you, honey. I miss you terribly. I
Miss
know
you.
you're busy, so I'm happy for you. But I'm sad for me. I want whenever I get to work with you is just a thrill, and we laugh. Plus, we have inside jokes. What's that?
I said, let's make it happen soon, then, before I go away again.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Okay, so you're doing all that stuff, and you're getting ready for it, and I just want to thank you for taking the time.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh my God! And so the cast album will be out soon.
Yep, I'll let you know as soon as I know that it's available. The music is so great. I love singing, and I just got done singing one of the songs, and it's one of those shows where like I would walk in excited to go to work, and like left just my heart was full.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Great score and a great story. I just love it.
How many solos? Did you have like a few solos or?
Oh, yep. I mean, he's got a couple of the big moments in the show, and the Wizard of Oz characters kind of go in and out of the story with him because it's all sort of in his head, so he's having with Dorothy and he's doing these songs with the Scarecrow,
I love that. Because I love that story anyway. Yeah. Since I was a kid, I've always found it so magical, and so I'm dying to see it and I'm dying to hear it. So I guess I'll have to hear it first.
Yeah, and then hopefully there'll be an opportunity for people to see it too.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Oh, that's wonderful, David. I'm so proud of you, and I love you so much.
Thanks, Marie. I love you too.
Yeah. Okay.
6 years. That's incredible.
Oh yeah, we've been doing our show for 6 years. How cool is that? This is actually episode 306, 306 episodes.
Wow.
Consecutively.
Unbelievable. You kept it going.
I think
COVID.
only one. We had technical difficulties, so we couldn't go on. It was something. There was like an outage or something. But other than that, I mean, we've skipped like a holiday or something. But even Christmas, I've done it from Massachusetts. We did shows,
That's amazing.
So we're really glad to be here. We love that everybody follows us. And Mandar says, yeah, I want to get to episode. He's just being silly. But anyway, so David Foley Jr., how they can find you on Facebook. They can follow you.
Yep. Instagram is It's David Foley Jr. It's David Foley Jr.
Okay.
And I haven't started the Threads yet. Have you heard about the Threads? That's the new one.
Oh yeah, I just joined it.
Okay, I got to get that.
It's kind of they make it very easy for you. I think it'll pop up when you're on Instagram one day. It'll pop up and say, "Do you want to join?" And you're like, "Okay." And it's the simplest thing. It literally merges it so that you can like go from one or the other. So I think it's great. It's a wonderful alternative to Twitter.
Yeah, I think it's time to think about it, Twitter.
Yeah, it's time for us to have a new kind of place to be, right? So we don't want to talk ill of the dead, but we are just venturing out and doing great things. So I'm glad about that. All right, honey. Well, I can't thank you enough for taking the time.
No, thank you for having me so much.
And to thank everybody that helped to make this work, because I know that the schedules changed, and I was so sad when I thought you couldn't make it, but we were going to talk about you anyway. So, Leo, what did you want to say?
Oh, nothing. I was just popping in to say goodbye, David. Good to see you again.
We love David Foley Jr. Everybody, a round of applause. David Foley Jr., Mr. September, and his beautiful wife is Miss September. When you have your Nothing But the Apron calendar, you will. There they are. Gorgeous. Holding sauce, no less. Look at the sauce. They are advertising my
It's
sauce.
the sauce that made him so fit.
Oh my God, the Fit Foley. Oh, that's another thing. Hashtag Fit Foley's, folks, and you won't believe it. During COVID, when the rest of us were getting fat as houses, David and his beautiful wife were literally cutting up, ripping up, getting fit. The Fit Foleys. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, geez, the rest of us are eating ice cream and pasta, and these two are getting muscles. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
All right, honey. Well, thank you for taking time. Go Boston. Go Boston teams.
Boston.
Go Boston Irish. Love you.
Yes.
All right,
guys.
sweetheart.
Soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking the time. We love you.
You're the best. See you.
You're the best. He's the best. The best. I love him so much. Oh my God. I love him like a brother. I love David Foley Jr. You can't, if you don't love David Foley Jr., I don't trust you. I don't like you. Something is wrong if you cannot. This guy is just, and man, does he work. He is a work horse.
He was your birthday party. That's where I met. I got to meet him. He was at your birthday party.
Oh my
and
God.
That's where I met he and Carrie, and they were so sweet. And they were
Carrie's
just so
the
wonderful.
best. Carrie's no joke. Carrie's intense, man. I love her. She is like.
And behind every good man, there's a good woman.
Yeah. She's great. And she's an amazing mom. And I love Davey. And Davey has the most beautiful voice. Last year at the Christmas party, this Brandy's Christmas party, we all get up and sing. And he got up and sang Grown Up Christmas List by, I mean, Amy Grant does that song. It's, do you remember me?
How old is he?
He's like 11. He was 10 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but he has those, those performer genes. And his mom's a dancer, right? So he like has the most amazing sense of balance. Like this is during COVID, right? So he's out on his skateboard. So he must have been like 7 or 8. And he's like on a skateboard at these parks and he's doing these flips. And I'm like, oh my God. So I said to Carrie, Carrie, that's you because you're a dancer. He has that sense of amazing. She's like, yeah, maybe, I guess. But he's great. He's long and lean and just has the most beautiful voice and just a super amazing kid. The kind of kid that still hugs you when he sees you, like, hey, and gives you a big hug and you just melt. Mm-hmm. He's that kind of kid. So he's just really sweet.
That's
you
really
would love
funny.
him in your class.
I work at the age of kids now where they love to hug the teachers. And the parents are like, goodbye, hello. Yeah. I'm here. I've dropped you off yet. And we're like, sorry.
You know what? I agree. And my kids are, well, especially in the Bronx, my kids at the center are much older. So, but my kids in the Bronx are anywhere between, I've had kids as young as 4 and as old as maybe 19. Mm-hmm. But those little ones, like the 8, 9, 10-year-olds, that's all they want. They want to hug you all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't want to leave. And they can just talk for days or draw for days.
Days.
Lots of times just to get us going. So because we write a lot of songs together. That's one of the things we do. It's one of our goals is to write songs as a group. So I use, like this week I brought in cupcakes because it was somebody's birthday. I don't care. I was just using an excuse.
I had 3 birthdays. I had a cake last week. We had 3 boys' birthdays, like almost 3 days in a row.
See that? It's fun though, right?
Yeah.
And then we just sat around and brought all kinds of art supplies. We just sit around and we draw, eat cupcakes and talk about like common themes. The next thing you know, one of the drummers gets on, and one of the kids gets on and creates a drum beat. Then one of our teachers, who's amazing, Chris Hines, he'll get on. He does everything, plays drums, plays the bass, plays guitar, plays keyboard. He'll get on and start going with a groove. And then we get a theme. And the next thing you know, someone's writing lyrics. It's like, wait, I got an idea. And that's how it happens. That's how it happens.
I have to say, I know that it's almost time to eat, but I was raised that I have to do hard work before I get fed. So I want to get some work in here before we forget.
Okay.
And talk about our wonderful friends.
Thank you. I want to talk about, oh my God, look at this great post. So SIREN is playing this Sunday at the Monster, which is on the corner of West 4. It's right in Sharon Square, right in the corner. It's across from the Duplex and across from Stonewall. The Monster Bar, which is famous. SIREN, who is composed of 3 of our friends, Michelle Dowdy. Is it Michelle Dowdy?
No, it's Colleen Harris.
Thank you.
And
Shanna
Sharp. And I've not met the third person.
I know who it is. It's going to drive me crazy. I'll say it in a minute. But anyway, the 3 of them, I do this all the time. The 3 of them are in SIREN. I believe there's no cover, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's a free show, I believe.
It's a free show, and it's usually the shows at the Monster are from 3:30 to 5. And what they are is 3 girls that
Jolie, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Okay, that's where we're gonna stop because I don't want to get in trouble for.
right, because that happened.
Oh,
So
but just that. Oh, beginning, I love it.
oh my God. So they are incredible. And they actually played at Emily McNamara's wedding.
Really?
Yeah, so I officiated the wedding, which was a great honor of my life. And who was playing the wedding? SIREN. So they are amazing, and they will be there. No cover. Go and see them this Sunday at the Monster. 3:30 show starts. No cover, just the tip bowl goes around. Just throw money in the tip bowl, and that's how
you
we say
you
thank
won't be disappointed. I mean, 3 sirens. The word siren are these mystical women that would sing and tempt the sailors off the sea, and these sirens and these girls individually and together. Because
Yeah.
I know Shanna, and I know Colleen sings. Colleen sang at my birthday, and she did my Linda Ronstadt favorite Desperado, and she just. Oh my God! It's one of the versions I always remember.
And
of my
you were
friend singing.
You were roommates with
Yep.
Colleen.
Right before I left New York. Yep, her and her wonderful kitty cats, and
Oh
my
my
2
God.
girls, her 2 boys and my 2 girls.
Yes, and I love that. Okay, so while we are, I can't believe her name has escaped me. Why has that happened? Because I'm getting old. But while we're doing the
Because
food,
you haven't eaten.
yeah, I haven't. Okay, so let me do the food section of our show. All right, so what did I make tonight? I gotta say, I cannot take full credit for this, but look at this beautiful dish. Leo, give me a close up on
Oh,
this.
here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh
So,
my! Look at them shrimp.
these are jumbo shrimp. I cannot take credit. My girlfriend Judy's mother, Rosario Arroyo, who is an amazing cook,
Oh my
Cuban,
God.
made these are shrimp in mango sauce. So what it is I don't know what she puts in this mango sauce, but I'm assuming it's like garlic and there's fresh mangoes and they're sweet and they're also spicy. And I have it over yellow rice. So with a little bit of parsley, but she made so much and I took a bunch home and I was like, you know what, Rosario, I'm going to feature these on my show because they're so beautiful. And I'm telling you, this is like I said to Judy today, tell your mother that this is my reward meal because it's like, and they're jumbo shrimp. They're amazing. So Rosario Arroyo, muchas gracias para la comida. For the food. Thank you.
Que bilingual.
I mean, I try. I don't know. You have to speak a certain amount of Spanish if your significant other speaks Spanish because you need to know what the hell they're talking about.
But luckily, you speak Italian too.
I do. I do speak
and that
Italian
the more
fluently.
that I listen to you and Rena, and the more that I catch phrases, I can understand a little bit of the conjugation between the 2 languages. So
yeah,
I'm like,
if you hung out
all
with
right.
us, actually, Leo, you would get it after a while. And a lot of Spanish words are so similar to.
And everybody, both of them, everybody uses their hands.
Yeah. And then like the dialect, Italian dialect is really close to Spanish. You know, in proper Italian, it's like andiamo means let's go, right? And in Spanish, andiamo is vamonos. But in Italian, lots of times you go vamo. Like it's closer to Spanish.
Say good night in Italian.
Buonasera, buonanotte.
Buenas noches.
Right.
It's just
it's so close.
We're cousins.
Yeah, no, we really are.
Eat English.
It's true.
She
knows. It's crazy. There is this new comedy team of Italians that I am hooked on. I can't stop laughing. Some of it is, I don't know, not everything's politically correct anymore. I can't. With comedy, you've got to kind of write people.
The lines are blurred.
Yeah. But it's called Uncle Louie's Variety Show. And it's these 2 guys that play different roles. Sometimes they will play each other's mother, but it's so funny. Or one guy will call his dad, and the dad answers, and it's like these like what Danielle was talking about. These like bastardized Italian English words, like Truma Way. Truma, what is Truma Way? And then you saw that one. And then it ends up being that the father says, "No, she bringing me the tuna casserole. I threw him away. I threw him away." He's like, "What'd you do with it? You didn't eat it?" "No, I threw him away." So it's like funny stuff like that only the Italians would laugh at, or the Spanish. But a big plug for Uncle Louis.
I've seen them. They're pretty funny.
All right, for salad, what did I make? So I made Boston lettuce because of me and Dave. We're both from Massachusetts. Now, I found these amazing that I don't find them in this neighborhood so much. They're red pepper, the cherry red peppers. They're like, they're marinated and they're spicy.
Ooh.
So they kind of come like in a oil, red, crushed red peppers and a little bit of vinegar. And so I bought a bunch of those and I chopped them up really fine along with San Marzano cherry tomatoes, chopped those up now, and red onion and some capers, which I love. You put capers in, you don't need salt because capers are very salty. But there is this cheese that they sell at Trader Joe's that I'm crazy about. It's called Camboluzza. And what it is my two favorite cheeses combined, brie and blue. Because when I buy brie, what I do is I buy brie and I buy blue cheese or Stilton and I mix them together.
Okay.
On a cracker. They have done it for me. It's insane how good it is. So I broke it up a little bit and threw that in there. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to put just a Fini, extra virgin olive oil. I mean, aceto de Modena, which is this delicious balsamic vinegar. And then I'm going to put Sicilian lemon olive oil.
That looks crunchy. That's like a good crunchy salad.
That's a good crunchy salad. For dessert, since I am still off the keto,
Andy.
I will go back. A delicious, for me, red velvet cupcake. Can't wait.
Let me get a look at that cupcake.
Yes, cream cheese in the middle. Delicious.
Maria.
I love it. I love dessert. I love dessert. I have to be careful, but I love it. I'm still eating. Okay, Mandar's have been reading all of it. Late, but hello. Hi, Andy Prasky. I've been thinking about you. I thought, what happened to Andy Prasky?
He's been going to shows out in the town, from what I've seen.
So speaking of which, I know we have just a minute left or two. I saw Sweeney Todd. Oh, my God. Andy, I think you saw it as well last week. I cannot say enough about Sweeney Todd. If you haven't seen it on Broadway, I mean, there's been a lot of different versions of it, right? But this last version, it is Anna Lee Ashford, who I am crazy about. She is so talented and so funny. I said to Leo, it's like Carol Burnett and Lucille Ball with pipes for days. The comic timing of those two and pipes, because she has this beautiful, legit voice. So no pies for dessert then. No. Oh, you know what? I should have had a pie. Danielle, I didn't even think of that. I was going more with Dave Foley Jr. But the red velvet, yeah, everything's red in that show. But I should have done a pie. It's so good. The show is so good. The lighting is so amazing. And actually, I think they won for best lighting. Won a Tony for best lighting. They were nominated for a ton of stuff. The sound design is gorgeous. The lighting design is to die for. And the cast, every single person is outstanding. Outstanding. Josh Groban was born for Broadway. I hope he continues to do Broadway because he is born for it. Leo, what was that other show you said he did?
The Comet of 1800 or whatever.
Yeah. Right. And
Andy Prasky says Back to the Future is a must-see.
Oh, yeah? I don't know much about it except that our friend Billy Hipkins is in wardrobe. He's worked more than any human being I know on Broadway. And he's in the wardrobe department. He used to do the wardrobe for Tony and Tina's wedding. So pies for Sweeney Mander.
I'm glad it was good. I got a thing against them taking movies that have been done and making them musicals. I mean, I know they're great, but there's so many great composers and musicians out there that have written original pieces and stories that they need a break.
I know. As a matter of fact, one of our friends, and hopefully we'll have him on soon. I have to reach out to him. Leo already did reach out. Was Scott Davis, and wrote a musical called Indigo that now is coming to be.
Wow! Yay!
It's coming. He's been working on it for about 6 years, and it's opened regionally, and it's a beautiful story. It's about kids. I believe it's about autism.
Wow!
And it's very powerful. It's called Indigo. So look out for that. We'll have Scott Davis on our show soon. Keith Torgan here. Hello, Keith. Keith is doing his little songs for little people. I bought that book, and I'm looking forward to all that stuff. Little songs for little people. He also did. He's doing something with his wife. They're all over the place, performing in libraries and all kinds of things. What are you looking at?
Look behind me.
Oh, that's right. You have a Torgan. I have a Torgan too.
Yay.
It's right up here. Hold on. Stay right there. Hold on.
Okay. Hi, Keith.
Hold on.
That's a good idea, Mandar. You're on it.
Me and Leo.
Yay! Let's see that beautiful picture with that beautiful lady.
We have from Keith is an amazing artist and also a songwriter. And his beautiful wife, Barbara, is a beautiful flautist teaching master classes left and right. Okay, so I want to
great
quickly
conversationalists.
Oh my God, talk to them for days. They actually did a Sondheim show with us, our tribute to Sondheim. Late, but hello, Andy. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. So Mando goes, LOL, why pie? Because if you, Sweeney Todd is about barbers and pies. That's all I'm going to say. But Mandar, it's incredible. This really, yeah. So if you
Mandar, attend the tale of Sweeney Todd.
Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd. The music is great. You know what else is from that? Pretty women, fascinating.
And nothing's gonna harm you. Not while I'm around.
Beautiful. You don't even.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh my God. Demons will harm you with a smile. I can sing it forever. So now, little kids, little songs. Yes, thank you, Keith. Annette, not for vegetarians. No. It is not a good show for vegetarians. Not at all. Hey, what else? Did I miss anybody?
Hey, Maria.
Leo is a time traveler already, she said. I love it. So many great things. God, I hate hanging up here, but we have to.
Well, before we go on, Maria.
Yes.
Thank you for 6 years of growing and our minds and our learning rounds with all the people that you've had on. Even before I was your accidental assistant, I just love sitting and listening and learning to all these people like masterclass. It's really been, and there's been so many laughs and so much fun in between.
Oh my God.
And I love it. And congratulations for 6 years and 306 shows. Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you, Leo. But I got to say, I used to do it by myself on Facebook Live, and Leo would type in. Well, I had people in the studio with me. And then COVID, as we said, happened, and we couldn't be in the same spaces. But Leo would always type in anyway, right? He was always the guy typing. He and Mandar would. And then when we found StreamYard, which thanks to Kristen Piero, my first guest ever, Leo just took over and started doing all that stuff. And that's how he became the accidental intern, then became the accidental stage manager. Now he's the accidental everything. He is amazing. I will remind you, Leo is a gun for hire. I do not mind sharing my friends. He does beautiful work if you need promos done, if you need someone to run your live, if you need your website done. Leo maintains my website and updates it and does the most beautiful things with it. So please go and check out my website if you'd like, mariagentili.com, and you can see Leo's work. And please, if you need anything, go and ask Leo, and he is a gun for hire. We want to thank you. We will be here next week, January 25th. Our guest is Joni Pilata.
Woohoo!
Yeah, she is a wonderful songwriter and a sweetheart. I was texting with her today. And I believe we're going to maybe get Scott Barberino to pop in. Because our friend Scott, because he's resurrected the Bevnaps.
Oh, they're a great group. I've seen some of his work.
I know, and I was trying to get him on tonight, but he couldn't do it. He was away. But next week, I think Scott's going to join us as well. So we always are going to have great people. And then after that, the week after that, we have Harvey Brownstone.
Oh, he's coming.
Yes, the Harvey Brownstone. I'm beside myself with
Oh,
excitement.
I got to go to the dry cleaners.
Harvey Brownstone interviews, which is amazing, on YouTube. He's a judge from Canada that initiated
Gay marriage. He was marrying
thousands.
us before it was legal. We would go to Canada and get married there.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm not married.
He's an
I'm single.
amazing person. So then we have, of course, the Phil Burns from across the pond. So we have, like, it's just one great show after another. Please, if you don't catch us live, don't worry. The show will be saved now. You can catch us on my Facebook page, the show Facebook page. We share it everywhere. Leo's Facebook page. And then you catch us in podcasts. All our podcasts are saved also in Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio. If you miss any of our shows, you go to our YouTube channel and you can catch them all. There's 306 episodes that Leo has archived. So
Tonight we were
come
on
watch us.
6 venues. We were on What's the Story with YouTube. We were on my LinkedIn. We were on our Facebooks and our personal. We were on 6 sites tonight because it's 6 years.
Oh my God, I love it. And thank you for supporting us so we can continue to do what we love to do, which is talk to you. So thank you, everybody. We love and appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.
My favorite day of the week, Tuesdays. Yay! Bye, everybody. Oh my